I am Jason Good, comedian and writer. This is my home office, which I've decorated with paint. There's no shirt on underneath this hoodie. I'm 39 years old, and this is a cautionary tale of where anxiety and panic can drop you off in life. The first panic attack I ever had was in 1992, way before panic attacks were cool. I'm also Catholic, which makes it extra odd because we aren't supposed to have panic attacks. We're supposed to be stronger than that. 1992, I had seen the movie Contact with Jodie Foster, Matthew McConaughey, the Carl Sagan book. They made it into a movie. You're thinking, yeah, right, panic attack from that, of course. It's about extraterrestrial life. It's about there being things going on in the universe we don't know about. It's about us being insignificant. Maybe you thought your death wouldn't be noticed. Maybe your life isn't important. I'm getting a panic attack just watching this video. But that's not what gave me the panic. It was a few hours later at dinner when I bit into a meatball and I couldn't discern whether the meatball was hot or cold. That's the thing about anxiety and panic, is it's always something really banal. It's not a car accident or inconclusive test results. It's something stupid, like a meatball. The temperature of the meatball was so in the middle of being hot or cold, I couldn't decide. And the fact that I couldn't decide made me think that my brain was filled with tumors that had cut off oxygen to the part that's able to say, this is hot, this is cold. And I started to panic. It's the secondary panic that hits you and you start to catastrophize about what's going on and what's wrong. And I saw a doctor, he said I was fine. I saw a therapist who wanted to get to the bottom of what it was that was scaring me about the meatball. And I was like, it's not about the meatball! It's about my inability to discern hot from cold. Why can't you get that? And he was writing things down, and I stopped seeing therapists. And that's kicked off a decade-long fight with being a hypochondriac. It started at around 24 when I thought I was having a heart attack because I had eaten fettuccine Alfredo. I had my cholesterol checked every 3 weeks because I was so afraid. After that, I thought I had MS. I thought I had MS for like 6 years because I had some tingling in my shins. That makes sense. Then I thought I had AIDS, not HIV, full-blown AIDS, because I was tired and I found a black spot on my shoulder blade, which I thought was Kaposi sarcoma, which is a cancer, a skin cancer that only people with advanced AIDS get, and like 100-year-old Hasidic Jewish men. It's a genetic thing, apparently. And the people who suffered the most were my friends and family, because I always had some horrible story about what was going on with me. I'd come home for Thanksgiving and people would be like, how's graduate school? I'd be like, it's awful, I have polio. And they'd be like, you don't have polio? Nobody has polio. It's an eradicated disease. And I'd be like, well, tell the village in Africa or the Shengnang province in China that it's eradicated, because they've had an outbreak and one of the flies from there got on an airplane and came here and got into the lake I was swimming in, or landed on the drinking fountain I drank out of, because those are the two ways you get polio: swimming in a lake at a summer camp or drinking from a water fountain at the Y. And now that's why my legs are weak, is because I have polio. Are you going to keep questioning me, or are we going to have Thanksgiving dinner? And it's hard to have friends and family like that. So that went on for a decade, almost, until I got old enough to realize that I don't care if I die. Life is just a series of crappy things that happen to you to make you more comfortable with death. I know that sounds awful. It's not. I mean, I have a wonderful family. I love them so much, but I no longer fear my own demise. So when I bite into a meatball and I can't tell whether it's hot or cold, I still think I have a brain tumor, but I don't care if the brain tumor kills me. So I just let it go. Anxiety and panic ends when you stop taking your life so seriously.